Hello everyone, Ian Quayle from IQ Legal Training. So I was thinking this morning about what to talk about, and then I looked at the Christmas song or Christmas carol, the 12 Days of Christmas. And from day 9 to day 12, we've got a leaseholder's nightmare, haven't we? We've got people dancing, leaping, piping and drumming, which led me thinking to what sort of advice we give people in connection with residential leases. It's not enough simply to provide a client with a copy of a lease and say, read that. We've got to explain the covenants and the other provisions within a residential lease and explain the implications for the client. So if we've got a client that is a drum teacher and there's a covenant that precludes carrying out trade or business activity in the premises or precludes anything that would constitute a nuisance, we've got a client who's potentially in breach. If we've got someone who teaches the bagpipes or dancing, same sorts of issues. So when we're giving advice to clients about residential leasehold transactions, don't just give the client a copy of the lease, identify any covenants in the lease that the client needs to be aware of, and explain to the client the significance of breaching those covenants. The fact that theoretically the person that can enforce the covenant can seek damages and/or an injunction, and ultimately forfeiture. In addition to that, it's important to identify who can enforce the covenant. Is it the landlord? Is it the management company? Is it adjoining or neighbouring leaseholders? All of these things need to be carefully explained. When we're advising freeholders, again, if there are restrictive covenants that impact on trade or business activity, the client needs to be aware of those covenants. Where the covenant is going to impinge or affect our client's objective, we should identify if the covenants are enforceable. Where the covenants exist but are not likely to affect client's objective but will affect value of the property, we should explain the enforceability of the covenant. In other circumstances, we explain that there is a covenant and that we haven't checked whether it's enforceable or not. So on today, the 9th day of Christmas, just think about clients that are undertaking activity that could constitute a nuisance or annoyance to neighbours or fellow leaseholders, and make sure that we're giving them the appropriate advice. Thanks very much. My name's Quayle from IQ Legal Training. Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you.